Hey guys, welcome back for another issue of Halo Escalation. I'm very happy to say that today's issue saw the start of the Absolute Record story arc, Escalation's longest arc to date at 6 issues, and perhaps the most important one yet. Whether I'm right or wrong on that is yet to be seen, but we can see how it starts out. This is Halo Escalation, issue 19. The issue opens with a Sangheili messing around with a communications node. When he is confronted by fellow Sangheili suspicious of his activity, he invites them to inspect his work, and as they do, he quite literally stabs them in the back. As we jump to an Oni briefing, we learn that this Sangheili is named Ayit Sevi, the Sangheili who was working with Oni during issues 11 and 12, and is now helping Oni to infiltrate Jul 'Mdama's fleet to track down the Absolute Record. Ayit is a unique Sangheili, one not as concerned with traditional Sangheili values, but with self-preservation and capable of deception. He is, as Osmond puts it, the most human Sangheili Oni could find. Anyway, Osmond briefs some high-ranking individuals on her planned mission, which is to infiltrate Jul's fleet and, once arriving at the Absolute Record, to relay the location to Oni and the UNSC. Seems simple enough. We jump over to Infinity, where we find that Sarah Palmer has been training harder and longer since her failure in the Janice Key story arc. Interestingly, it's noted that her performance hasn't exactly gotten better, only that she's been incredibly aggressive. Really, comic? This is the path you're gonna go now? She fucked up in what was probably one of the biggest ways possible, and from what we've seen, not only has she not been punished for her actions, seeing as Halo 5 notes that she's still the Spartan commander for Infinity, but now that she's been training her ass off, she hasn't seen any notable improvement. Are you sure that's the route you want to take? Because it's certainly not doing any favors for her character. Anyway, we jump over to Jul's flagship, where Halsey is double-checking some coordinates she presumably got from the completed Janice Key. Jul asks her what's taking so long, and Halsey tells him to have some patience. It's noted that Jul feels his new covenant is finally solidifying into something permanent, making note of their luck as of late. Halsey notes that it's not luck, but destiny. Now, if you had any doubt that Halsey isn't just straight up playing Jul, you shouldn't at this point. I don't think Halsey has ever been one for fate or destiny. And no, I don't count that "the Spartans are our destiny as a species" line from Halo 4's prologue. Back on Infinity, Lasky and Palmer are talking about the upcoming mission, Lasky trying to reconcile Palmer for her failing, noting that it was a group failing. He also reminds her that she can't make things personal with Halsey, to which Palmer responds, "With Halsey, it's always personal." Again, why? I won't repeat my rant from a few videos ago, but seriously 343, why? Anyway, in one of Infinity's docking bays, Thorn and Ayit are reminiscing about old times. Not long after, the remaining members of the team that will infiltrate Jul's fleet show up. Along with Palmer, Thorn, and Ayit, we have Glassman and Spartan Tanaka, who, as it turns out, served on Requiem with Fireteam Domino. Good to know that she's had some experience as a Spartan at this point. The team is briefed on how they'll infiltrate the fleet and what to do once they arrive at the Absolute Record. Jump forward a few days and Ayit is guiding a Phantom, stock full of Spartans and one human, to Jul's fleet, just before they jump. 3 hours later, they arrive at the coordinates given to Halsey by the Janice Key. Funny enough, during an exchange between Glassman, Thorn, and Palmer, Thorn asks how Oni got him on board for this mission, to which Glassman responds he was promised that he'd get to work with Palmer again. Maybe I'm missing something here, or maybe it was supposed to be a joke, but I just don't get it. I don't. Anyway, Halsey informs Jul that the key should open a slipspace portal at their current location that will take them to the Absolute Record. Unfortunately, the portal materializes right around Jul's fleet, taking out 2 ships and damaging the flagship. As the comic comes to a close, the damage to Jul's ship damages the box the Spartans and Glassman were hiding in and destroys the probe that was meant to relay the location of the Absolute Record to Oni. In short, they be fucked. So, that's Escalation 19. There's not much to say at this point as it's only the start of the story arc, but so far, I'm liking it. I love that they brought back the Sangheili from the Exposure story arc, and I like that we're getting to see a little more of Tanaka in action before Halo 5. Even better, the art for this issue is, I'd say, pretty good. I've got some minor gripes here and there, but overall, I'd say it's good. The faces are certainly much better in most places. Sadly, not all is perfect story-wise. As I mentioned earlier, Palmer is as insufferable as ever, and the fact that she has not been reprimanded for her utter failure irks the hell out of me. What does this woman have to do before someone recognizes that she needs some serious attitude adjustment? And again, what is her personal vendetta with Halsey? I won't bore you guys with another rant, but seriously, 343, these are some questions that need some answers. Anyway, that concludes this issue of Halo Escalation. For those wondering, my Hunters in the Dark review is still in the works, and I'm shooting for later this week, probably Friday. The Q&A video that was supposed to go up on Sunday has been delayed to this Sunday. Suffice it to say, more of you submitted questions than I ever expected, so things are taking a bit longer. Until then, this has been Halo Canon, and I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. It means more than I can express in a few minutes of audio. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it around on whatever social media you see fit, and all that jazz. Thank you so much. Your support is everything. I would not be where I am without you. Thanks.